Okay, let's unpack this. You know that line, right? According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Iconic.
It really is.
Yeah.
But today, our deep dive, using the source material you've shared with us, it's not really just about physics, is it?
No, not at all. We're going, well, much deeper into the whole bee world. There's society, how they work, and this surprising conflict that comes up.
Exactly. So our mission here is to explore this unique narrative from the source, pull out those, surprising facts, the aha moments.
And see what it tells us about things like work and systems and maybe unintended consequences, too.
Right. So get ready for a look at bees that's, well, probably unlike anything you were expecting.
What's really fascinating, I think, is how the source takes something we all kind of know, bees, and just builds this incredibly detailed world. It lays out this whole society where jobs are, like, predetermined, chosen right after school, apparently.
And that focus, it's all about one thing, making honey.
Relentlessly.
Yeah. And the source really drums that home, the rigidity. You get your job, and boom, that's you. For life.
It paints this picture of almost unsettling efficiency, all geared towards that one goal.
Totally. Remember those details? Like
Yeah.
stress testing helmets or inventing the Krellman thing just for, catching drips?
Yeah, tiny details, but they show that intense dedication.
And it all feeds into that core idea from the source.
Yeah.
Every small job, if it's done well, means a lot.
Which perfectly sets the stage for the main conflict, doesn't it?
It does.
Because the source introduces this one bee who just, can't accept it, questions the whole system.
Right, questions the perfect path. And in doing that, breaks the biggest rule, talking to humans.
And that's how they discover the central problem in the narrative.
The big reveal.
Yeah, that humans are actually taking their honey, all of it.
Imagine that. Seeing jars of your life's work, literally, on supermarket shelves, being sold.
The source describes that moment with, real outrage. You feel that sense of violation.
How dare they? I mean, from the bees' perspective, humans are just taking everything they dedicate their lives to making.
And it doesn't just stop at outrage. It escalates quite dramatically into a lawsuit.
A lawsuit. A bee suing the entire human race.
Yeah, for theft.
Well,
And the source material goes into the court scenes, which are really interesting. It's this clash of cultures, different legal ideas.
and they use bee culture.
Yeah.
Right? Pointing out things like smokers.
Exactly. Using smokers as a tool of control, or how absurd it is to have bears on honey jars, framing human actions as, exploitation.
Absolutely. And the drama builds, leading to the trial's climax where, amazingly, they win.
They do. They successfully argue that practices like using smokers prove mistreatment.
And the judgment comes down.
Oh.
All honey back to the bees. Humans stop taking it. Period.
It feels like this massive victory, liberation.
For a moment, yeah. But then this is where the real kicker is, the deepest insight, I think.
The unforeseen consequences. Completely catastrophic, as the source reveals.
Because with humans not taking the honey, the bees, well, they stop working. They've lost their whole purpose, as defined by their society.
And crucially, they stop doing that other thing.
Pollinating.
Exactly. They stop pollinating, which, it turns out, was pretty important.
So what's the takeaway from all this? This journey through the bee world order, work, rebellion, victory, then disaster.
Well, it really slams home how interconnected everything is, doesn't it? Often in ways you don't see.
Yeah, those small jobs like pollination, which maybe seemed secondary to just making honey.
Turn out to be fundamental, absolutely critical for, everything, the whole ecosystem.
It really highlights the danger of focusing only on the obvious output, the honey, and just ignoring the wider contributions.
Right, like pollination. Disrupting that, even if you're trying to fix something else you see as wrong, can have these massive, devastating ripple effects.
The source makes a powerful case for understanding the full picture, the whole web of dependencies.
Definitely. So we've seen this world of fixed roles, a challenge based on injustice, and then the shocking impact of disrupting it all based on maybe a limited view.
And that core takeaway holds. Every single role matters, even the small ones. And these systems are often more fragile, more interconnected than we realize.
It really pushes you to think, doesn't it, about things that just seem simple on the surface.
Exactly. So for you listening, as you go about your day-to-day, maybe take a second look at the simple systems around you.
Yeah, what unseen connections might be there?
What intricate balance, maybe one we all take for granted, is keeping things running? Something to think about.